Welcome back to Deflector. I'm Areima, and we are going to jump into another run. This guy seemed like he wanted to talk to me, but I don't think he does. We're going to jump into another standard experiment. Last time we got really close to just straight up winning. Let's see. I think I'm going to take attack upgrades again. Dashing leaves behind an orb that links to your... I'm not a huge fan of that. Next enemy hit with your primary attack after your deflect takes bonus damage. Okay, so yeah, this guy has a charge attack, a 3-hit combo, and whenever I do the charge attack, I don't think it works right now, but there's this little rage system at the bottom that determines how the charge attacks work. Okay, so he's still talking about the blood waterfall, and then I found the spider thing, and they talked about lost eggs, so we're going to go to magnetic fields first, because we didn't finish the magnetic fields last time, and I never got a chance to look at everything. This guy also has a spinning slash, which is really nice. Oh yeah, the blue bar underneath me is my rage bar, not the pips. And as my rage bar grows, it'll make my spinny slash bigger, and it'll make my thrown weapon here bigger and more effective as well. But this was one of my favorite characters. It is a little harder to play, in my opinion. But you're way better at deflecting. Just that your damage is a lot more closer melee. Your main weapon has a chance to deflect projectiles, depending on your deflect attribute. I'm going to restore the dash charge. Maybe we go for like a dash build. Kinda gotta get used to the difference between these two characters here. Oh yeah, and then your E is kind of like an Omni Slash. You just automatically hit a bunch of enemies nearby, teleporting between them. Very fancy. We're gonna go for this growth route because we don't really need a lot of healing yet, and I'd rather do the top route here. Just send a little lightning ball their way. Always attack when given the opportunity. I mean, for me, I'm not saying necessarily for you, but it's a fantastic option for me. This is a survival, I think. A little bit harder to deflect things while attacking here, because the attack and the deflect are in fact now different, instead of just being able to deflect and attack at the same time. Let's see, deflect swiftness or bolstered strike. We're going for the increased bolstered strike. Since it's the next attack after you deflect, does mean that we will kind of always be doing it. This game is called Deflector for a reason. We will always be deflecting. How you do so is kind of a little determined on what character you choose. And I haven't seen all the characters, actually. There's a couple new ones from whenever I played last time. There is one particular lady that is my other favorite character, but I don't know how to get her nowadays. So I'm looking forward to figuring that out. Last time we got her after beating the game. I'm not sure if that's still going to be the case. We'll grab some health early. This guy also seems to have higher base health, maybe. What hit me? Oh, they explode when they die. So I gotta make sure and keep my distance a little bit more here. Use use the ultimate to finish things. When entering a room, you receive a shield that blocks incoming damage for a few seconds. If the shield remains intact at the end of that time, it explodes, releasing a wave. That sounds cool. But we do have the dash laser. We have a bit of a dash build going already, so... Is this the tower again? It is. Rematch. Can't quite dodge between those. Really hoping. This is actually a pretty hard boss, all things considered. Like, he doesn't seem hard, but, like, he actually is kind of demanding. Okay, that summons that. To really pay attention to what he's doing. And that attack right there is dangerous. Come on, yeah, there we go. Okay, before I pick that up, let's check for eggs. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. Can I go this way? No. Where could the eggs be? Not sure. Throwing your sword or using radio slash will only consume half the amount of rage. Third attack is a strifle, and let's go for the half rage. And now we need some healing. So we're going to head this way towards shop, and then healing immediately afterwards. How much money do we have? 215? Wow, we don't have enough for anything. Well, we'll go ahead and take some HP, so then whenever we get healing, it'll be more effective. So I think the HP is percentage-wise. Very nice. We still don't have the code. Need to remember that we have the dash attack. For a second there, I was just trying to focusing down on not using it. Where is... oh, there he is. Go ahead and grab some more damage with deflection. We do deflect quite a bit, although not nearly as much as the other character does. Oop. Literally walked into that one. Bolster strike. Yeah. It's a good thing to finish off. I've been noticing the damage exploding out anytime we get those hits off. Ooh. This guy looks cool. Yeah, 224. Not doing a good job of dodging him right now, that's for sure. Where are you going, man? Doing this little lightning thingy? That's a really cool attack. Kind of hard to predict where it's going. Do each of these go back and forth the same way? They do. I don't really trust those little bombs. Oh, I threw the bomb at him and he died. Oh my god. Saved my freaking life. Using your ability creates a spinning sword at the center that pulls any towards it. That's cool. Okay, let's check off the sides here. Because I think that... Can we go this way? It really seems like it. Nope. Okay. And see, now we have heals between runs, which lets us to be way more aggressive. So, okay. The only area we haven't been to now is the Toxic Sea. Let's see if we can find any eggs there. We're still on the lookout for those eggs. Is there something back this way? Nope. Is there something back this way? It feels like there is. Hey! Eggs. Follow the eggs. 7293. Okay. 7293. Well, now we know what to do, but we can't do it this run. I guess you guys will have to stick around for the next run in order to see what that code gives. Because I've already been to the area, so I can't do it this time. Even if I wanted to. Not saying I don't want to. Ooh. He did that really fast. Let's see. Deflecting turret was really good. I like the shield, though. Also, we have 3 points towards whatever that thing was. We should check to see what it was, actually. Weakness. Enemies afflicted by the status after their attack and combat damage reduced. Nice. I just didn't trust him. Just waited. Sometimes patience is the right answer. Not really timed on any of this. I mean, there is a timer, but it's mostly just for speedrunning, I think. Let's go here. I don't trust these areas now. Okay, no secret up there. Nothing down there, it doesn't look like. Nothing down there. Okay. That one's actually, core attribute. Let's upgrade a mutation. Oh, this is fun. He says with sarcasm. Three seconds left. Oof. Let's grab more shield. It's gonna save our butts one day. Let's just play more aggressively too. I think we're gonna take this top route. Some pretty nice fast rooms. Yeah, we'll take the top route. So that explosion doesn't hurt me, it just heals them. Heals nearby allies. This little bubble seems to break all projectiles nearby, including the yellow ones. There we go. More attack. If we can kill them before they kill us, that's a valid strategy. We're going to run the shop. We have 335. And I also want to check the shop for secrets. Doesn't appear to be any here. We go this way. We can't actually jump off of this thing. So we can get Blossom, Lightning Strike. This enemy's, hell yeah. If I get a chance to get a Lightning Strike, I get a Lightning Strike, okay? It's just what's gonna happen. Okay. That's a tapeworm. Man, that is a tapeworm that has just been wrecked. Yeah, go ahead and shoot more projectiles at me. See how that works out for you. We're using Radio Slash when at maximum range. Huge wave. That sounds fun. That plus the fact that it's cheaper? Oh, well, it's maximum. Maximum is still maximum. Core attributes, mutation. Let's start for the core attribute. I think we're not full on mutations, but oh, they explode on death. Oh, they explode on death. This is not good for us. I don't know what that guy does whenever he's finished charging, but I don't want to find out. I do so much damage. There we go. Just have to be really careful with the approach on that last fight there. Oh, I'm down here. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't click on that growth one. Because they didn't go that way. Enemies fire projectiles when they die, you say? How generous. It's almost like I have a build around deflection in a game called Deflection. Oop. Got me with that one. Fair fight, fair fight. Scratch my nose at the end there. Ah, okay, got it. I missed the healing. Okay, I guess we're going to a shop because we don't have a choice. What is this? Root Strike. When you damage an enemy of maximum health, with, at maximum health with your main weapon, you deal addition damage. Chance of root. That's not. Let's go for more deflect. And let's go for more core attributes. $472, jeez. That was quite a hit I just did there. You know, I originally was thinking that those were some sort of like illithid kind of things, but now I think that might be like more like ticks. Like they're literally sucking my essence. Which is more gross. For sure. For sure more gross. There's that. Oh, there's that. Massive wave. Yeah, there we go. So if I don't spend mine, I can use the wave over and over again, actually. Because it doesn't cost rage. Oh, it does cost rage? Does it cost... Oh, it costs rage when I successfully deflect. It doesn't cost rage if I miss. That's kind of nice of it. Very lenient of it. Moving on. Boss. This is a Kraken. I actually really like this boss. If it's the same. A lot of things have changed, so. Definitely the Kraken again. So we mostly have to focus on killing his tentacles. That's how we damage him. And it's specifically this kind of tentacle. There's another kind that you'll see that we can't actually hurt. Those kinds. I dashed the wrong way because my camera was facing off screen. That's a scary attack. Okay, back in the center. I walked into it. Dodge over that. Oh, I got hit by the second part of it. No! Okay. That happened. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a run. We're going to run it back really fast. We're going to grab this guy again. And I want to grab this. And then we're actually just going to leave now, and we're going to go run it back real fast, because what we want to do is we want to get to the So you're making progress. I should inform you that this won't be the first defeat or the last. Apex viruses self-regenerate giant enemies that you'll always find at the end of each zone. They'll keep regenerating until you kill the source. That's why, even though what you find in the zones may change, the great and Apex viruses never do. There's no need to worry about such details, though. Your task stays the same. Destroy the source. Okay. So we're going to go right back in, and we're going to go right to the... let's take one of these. Summon bubbles. I bought the correctly deflects projectiles. Let's go for minefield. Just for something different. And we're going to immediately go to the magnetic fields, and we're going to be immediately looking for a healing area. And then after the magnetic fields, we have to do... we're not going to be able to get the character in one go, are we? Healing area's down here. Because we're going to have to go... We might be able to get it. Okay, so we're going to have to go back to the toxic area to actually... Because it looked like I had to actually unlock the thing in the toxic area. So this isn't fully a rush job. We do actually still have to win. So take our time. Helps that we've got the hang of Sword Medi here. Okay, so I have it as a screenshot. Let me pull up my screenshots in the background here. Pull it over to another screen. It is 7293. Okay. So 72 is in the right order. 7293. So this would be a 7 on yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2, and then 9, and then 3. Help the robot find the lost bioshell. So theoretically, that's just unlocked now. Oh, right there. Okay. She looks cool. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go die. Because I want to see that bioshell. I'm sure you guys do too. Wow. I kind of just wanted to explode them because they were there! Oh no! We died! However, could we have possibly seen that coming? Spark. Gleam. Main attack. Spark recalls orbs back to herself. Oh, this is the orb character! She's not at the end of the game anymore. This is my other favorite character. She's really neat, guys. Okay. We're gonna take a look at these again. Additional HP. Let's look at the other enhancements. We can't afford that one, so we'll save our money for now. Way more excited to be doing a run with her. Yeah, so she has these 4 little orbs, and her deflection is this little cone in front of her, where she shoots out the orbs. And then her attack sucks the orbs back in, but also makes this little spin thing. Yeah, she's a really cool character. You really have to be thinking about what you're doing. So I'm going to take a lot of things that are good at deflecting. Deflected projectiles, ricochet. So she's a very, very high deflection-based character. Well, there's one secret unraveled. I know there are more secrets, because I think there's like 5 or 6 characters, so... Let's go back here and talk to this guy now. He will not talk to us. We probably won't do a whole run, because we're already 30 minutes into the video. She does a lot of damage for projectiles here. And then you can also do that if you want to. And she has upgrades that like give her more of these balls, and there's one that she gives her less, and yeah. We're definitely going to be going very high in the deflect, because all of our damage comes from deflections now. We have to play very smart instead of very aggressive. Spinning dash. When you spend a large helix, every deflected projectile charges you. Dashing discharges you. Yeah, we're doing everything to do with deflections. That's the name of the game on this one. I do find that if you were to try this character, it's a lot easier to just focus on getting 2 deflections off, because then you don't have to think about when to time it, and you don't have to be looking at your character. At least until you get used to the timing, because there is a timing, like a pacing, for being able to get all of your deflections off in a row. This is going to be the best base. Oh yeah, you can't, that's right, you can't, while sucking in orbs like that, you can't, deflect, that is. I was struggling to find the word. Virus projectiles or overcharge? I like the virus projectiles. That'll help with the AoE that we're missing. Core attribute. We'll get more deflection. Deflection. Very kind of him to give it to us. Yeah, you can see how, like, each character has a very, very different playstyle. The swordsman is just, like, go stab them, and then her ultimate is laser beams. I can't do anything else while doing this, though, so something to keep in mind. Very nice. Unstable orbs. Orbs explode when retrieved instead of traveling back. And I like the 2 more orbs because, yeah, it makes doing my thing way easier. And every once in a while, you can time it right whenever you have this many orbs that you actually shoot out multiple orbs. Core attributes. Do we have a shop coming up? We do have a shop. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, this is the character where if you're not good at deflections yet, you're gonna either get there or you maybe don't want to play this character yet. Go ahead and heal to full. Haven't taken that much damage though. I'm not sure if you noticed, but she also seems to have less dodges. Mutation. Let's get some more mutations. We don't actually have that many mutations. Oh, it even increases the damage of that. Very nice. You could probably play this character as a kind of like a garlic character. Vampire Survivor's garlic. Deflected projectiles pass through enemies, increasing the damage. Yep, more deflection. More deflection is good. This is pretty hard for this chick. Well, we got an achievement for that, though. Although, while the achievement was up, I couldn't freaking see my HP. Yeah, I definitely want to stay at a range, and that was not a range. Ooh, that was painful. Never punished, though. Immediately got Diva's HP, which I do just realize means that we're not taking our shot. Oops. Tasting my balls. You know what I mean. Figured it's up. Might as well use it. It's a very cool character. Very cool character. Unfortunately, we are like 36 minutes in, and I wanted to keep this short, so we'll see how we do. Yeah. One of the issues is that you do have to just focus on her ultimate might not really be good for a lot of bosses, especially not this one. Is Bone Whirlwind for her ultimate? I'll double check, make sure there's nothing else here. Does not look to be so. Oh, she doesn't have more dashes. I just realized, I just found an achievement for completing a zone without spending cells. I just realized that it's not that she has more less dashes. It's that the samurai guy actually has more dashes. So we're probably going to play this character primarily in our next run. I just kind of want to show off her a little bit. But we will save this run for playing in our next thing. Can I save? I can't. I'll probably have to just record again after this. But hope you guys have enjoyed the game. This is Deflector, and I've been Areima. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that various stuff. It just helps the channel grow, and hope you have a good day. Goodbye.